Open Excel. Link workbook, and then I'm gonna go ahead and save it. I created a folder for all the final stuff so that I could find it quickly, because you need it in other parts of the assignment. So you're going to start creating your table. You need account number, transaction date, and transaction. And then size them. All I'm doing right there is clicking between A and B on that line and double clicking, and it's auto measuring it. So for account numbers, make up 4 random numbers. It could be as simple as 1, 2, 3. And then in A6, you're going to do equal A2. All that is doing is copying A2. Drag it down to 200 or however many he decides he wants that day. I was explaining something here. It's not really that important. Transaction date. You're going to come up with 4 random dates or make them all the same. That's what I did. And then in B6, you're going to want to do equals B2 plus 7. Because it dates, that adds 7 days to the cell. Again, drag all the way to 200. I thought I could do something here. I was wrong. Under transaction, you want to select a random number. So you're going to use rand between, which is just a random number between 2 set numbers. When you open the parentheses, you're going to do your low number first, and then your high number. Close your parentheses, click enter, it'll pop up a random number. Then drag it all the way down to 200. And then this is the point that I realized with headings you need 201 instead of just 200. Hopefully it's not too picky. And then you can close out or save, close out of Excel. Next, we're going to open Access. Blank database. Name it, hit the folder beside it to put it in the folder that you can find it. First thing we're going to do is go into design view for the table that pops up. Name it. And then delete the first row. Then you want to do account number. Your data type is going to be number. And you want to pay attention to the field size. That has to be the same later. Also, don't forget to make it the primary key like I did. Then type in the other information you need. The data type doesn't matter for the rest of this. But first name, last name, street address, city, state, zip. go into database view. It'll ask you to save. The account numbers need to be the same as whatever you put in Excel. Then make up random names. Oh, and addresses. Sally Road hasn't been in every single one of my final reviews that we've had to make up names. Don't ask me why. At this point, if you don't want to watch me continue doing this, skip ahead a few seconds. In retrospect, I probably should have had Wilma with a different address, but whatever. Save your table. Close it. Now we're going to insert the Excel data. So you want to click External Data, New Data Source, from File, Excel. I'm going to browse. Find your folder you put the Excel document in and open it. You want to make sure the new table radio button is selected and click OK. Just double check that first row contains column headings is selected and press next. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The data type here has to match whatever you did in the first table. So we did long integer, so we need it to be long integer here too. Click next. You don't need a primary key. Name the table. And click that down there. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just click close. When you open the table, you'll see all of your data from Excel. Loads the table. And then he wants us to relate the two account numbers. Click relationships under database tools. Add both tables. And this is the point I realized I needed the primary key. So I did that real quick. And to add the primary key, you can either right click or there's a button up at the top in table design view. So now you're going to drag and drop account number from one table over account number in the other. Enforce referential integrity. Create. If they are not the same field type and field size, they will not work. And then save the table, save the relationship, close relationships, close the database. You have to close it in order to use Word. Go ahead and open Word. And I'm going to open a blank document and go ahead and save it real quick in that same folder. Hopefully he tells us what to name these things. Okay, so he said to make up a letter. Said 2 sentences is fine. Obviously, I am done with this class, so that's my letter. At the top, he wants you to write your name and a fake address. And underneath your letter, he wants you to add a signature. Okay, so now to actually do the mail merge. Go to Mailings. Click Start Mail Merge and Step-by-Step Mail Merge Wizard. You want the type to be a letter. And then you can click Next. Use the current document. Click Next. Use an existing list. Browse. You want to open your database from earlier. Select Customers Table. This is where you can select which customers you want. He'll want all of them, so you just leave it all checked. Click Next. So between your name and your letter, you want to add an address block. Check to make sure it looks right. If the first name isn't appearing or the name's not appearing at all, click Match Fields. And then just make sure that first name, there's a drop down box, and whatever category your name's in, click on it, click OK. Once it looks good, click OK again. Click Enter. Create a grading line. Same thing, just make sure it looks fine. If something's wrong, click Match Fields. Click Next. So now you get to preview your letters. This is where you can make any format changes you want. In the example, I'm just adding extra space so that it's not so crowded right there. You really don't have to do much unless he says to, then I'm just clicking through, you can see all of them. Okay, so in class he said because the school computers don't have Adobe, to click Edit Individual Letters instead of Print. And I'll do that here in a minute. Make sure all are selected and click OK. It's going to open a new Word document. Click File. Save it in your folder. You want to make sure that the Save As type is a PDF. Name it and click Save. It'll open in Chrome. Exit. There's my jams. You can close that without saving it. Make sure you save your original document and you can close out.